I'll tell you, one of the big aims of this channel, so subscribe, like, by the way, is to try and sear away at all of the delusion that is in your life. And I can't really speak because, well, yeah, no, I can actually. I can speak. And I will. But I'm saying that, yes, okay, obviously I'm deluded. That is just part of the human experience. One of the things that annoys me more than anything on planet Earth is when journalists say, I'm professional and I'm not biased. Why? Because I've got a little degree that says that I'm not biased. And it's just like, this is the most deluded thing I've ever seen in my life. You have a piece of paper that says I'm not biased. You're like, see? It's Emperor has no clothes stuff. I'm not biased. I have overcome millions of years of evolution because I went to a course with a university lecturer that said, Jay, this is what the average man on the Bondi bus is, which is just another delusion. The average man on the Bondi bus is probably worth a couple of $1 million. He's not the average man. So it annoys me to no end, and I think that this is what's endlessly fascinating about self-help as well, is that you get to analyze all the contorted mirrors in your mind, and at least you are aware that those contorted mirrors exist. And you can contort some to actually benefit you at the end, because this is a real trick to self-help, and I want you to write this down. Everything that you believe is a lie. To some degree, isn't it? There are probably so many things. Everybody always likes to think that I'm extremely logical and rational. It's so irritating when you see people in the comments say things like that, like, oh, I believe in science. And you're just like, okay, well, then what about all of these counter reports on, say, nuclear power or something like that? No, because the nuclear power plant looks scientific, so it's perfect. No. Like that endlessly angers me, because there's all these people there that think that they're all these like high-minded individuals, and it's just like, no, all that's happened there is you have, again, deluded yourself into thinking that you are high-minded and intelligent. And so you just focus, you tune out any information that goes against that. You know that they think on average climate change deniers are more intelligent than people that believe in climate change. Isn't that nuts? You're more likely to be intelligent if you deny climate change. Why is that? Because if you're intelligent, you can trick your brain into thinking anything. You just look at the stats that support your original idea. That's something else that really, really freaks me out. It's just that you have a concept in your mind and then you just go down that path for the rest of your life. So I'm always trying to guard against that, which is why I would like to announce to you something that I think is going to be one of those little mirrors that we're going to crack today. Bam, you ready to get out your mace? You've got that in your tool shed, right? A medieval implement used to club the French. This is what a lot of delusion in your life will go down to. A lot of your regret in life comes down to this question: what could have been? Whenever you feel yourself going along those lines of, oh, if only I asked her out, or oh, if only I bought that house, which is my what could have been. Oh, it had such good windows. It did, it had really good windows. Yeah, it could have, but it's not. This is a brutal and freeing truth at the same time, as is most things in self-help. Which is that there is going to be something in your mind that you think about in the shower, and every time you do, you just go, smack the wall, and because it's a rental, like this one is, probably shouldn't have done that. And so let's try and allow you to get your bond back here, because there are many strategies of drowning that out, but I think that the main one is to just address the delusion, because a lot of people in life, when they have regrets, and regrets are very, very difficult to erase. I understand that. I've given you the trick before of just trying to augment it in your mind, to change the sound of it, to change the image of it, to make it more humorous, because again, just remember this, that all of your memories anyway, they're all contorted. This actually really scares me. A lot of the time I say, no, I definitely said that, and then I go back and look at what I said, and then I'm like, oh shit. But in my mind, I was so certain that that's what I said. And that's somebody who most of his life is on camera. So most of your memories are just complete buck anyway. But there's many strategies for those shower things of, damn it! One of them, with my friend, for instance, he said, and he is a fat neckbeard, and he said, I drown them out with video games. And I'm assuming that he is not alone. I'm sure that a lot of you do that as well. But I'm saying that that is a very bad trait to life, because a lot of the things in your mind are sort of like, when a comet hits the earth in one of those sci-fi films, and the environment around it starts to get all fucked up and trees start growing tentacles, and then it keeps expanding until Tom Cruise comes in and nukes it. Let's give you the nuke. Let's give you the guy that comes in and danger zones it. All right. Let's just go with the classic. Most of you will probably have someone that they really regret not asking out. That they were just like, oh, I was at the party and damn it, I could have fucked him. That's usually the main one, because obviously we're just apes. Well, there are some solutions to this. And I will tell you what will get you more peace of mind than anything else, which is call the person and ask to have sex with them. Well, you want peace of mind. I know you're not going to do it, but I'm saying that, look, a lot of it comes from this idea. When human beings feel happy, they feel in control of their universe. When human beings are not happy, they feel like they are out of control of their universe. This is why regret is so powerful, because it lives in a dimension that we can see but can't touch. It's a constant dreamscape of going, as that chick goes back being like, I really would have fucked you. So, just know that a lot of that in itself is an illusion. A lot of this, what could have been, you can actually figure it out and see. Let's see what could have been. I'll tell you what really helped with my long lost love, which was this house that me and my girlfriend really wanted to get. Yeah? And we were just idiots and we were young. We thought, yeah, it's just going to be on the market forever. And then it just got bought the next day. Like before it went to auction or anything like that. You know what I did to get it out of my mind? Went over to the guys that got the house and said, look, I'll give you more money for it than what you bought for it. And they said no, and then I realized it was out of my control. But I was able to sleep well at night knowing I did everything that was in my control. This is what I think is happening. When you have one of these what-if moments, what's really going on in your mind is nagging you going, do more, do a little more on it. That's what's happening. So anytime that you have one of these regrets, just go back. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm telling you right now, go back if you've got your Instagram or something like that and just be like, hey, do you want to meet up? And then if they reject it, great. That is all you could have done. But that weight goes away. That is lifted from your mind forever. Getting rid of these regret drags is going to be the most liberating thing that you could possibly do in your life. Because these are the things that weigh you down, and then you develop bad habits to try and distract yourself from them, such as getting addicted to video games instead of crushing it. Because really, to do something more difficult, more complicated than living in a fantasy world of I'm an orc and I'm fucking an elf that kind of looks like that girl. Yeah, I do actually think that is a real reason that nerds are really into fantasy. And that's why I want to pull you out of fantasy and get you into reality so you can crush it. So let's deal with some of these inner demons. Do you have a regret in life? Do you have one of these what could have been moments? I want you to write it down, and I just want you to write down an action, one action that you could do to alleviate that. So you can stop thinking about it every couple of weeks in the shower and going, fuck, just to get rid of that. We are trying to give you as much RAM as possible so that you can focus on the future, so that you can focus on the things that you can actually change, that you can actually build on, so that you can leave a sick legacy and lead a much better life than whatever is weighing you down here. And the way that you could do that most effectively is by signing up to Jordan Shanks. If you sign up to Jordan Shanks, I'll be giving you 2 extra videos a week. And honestly, it's so cheap. All the booze that you are drinking to drown out those regrets. Mine costs what? A quarter of one of those wines? A quarter of one of those wines. It is the smallest amount of disposable income ever for the biggest return possible. I'm going to give you a champion mindset. I'm going to give you the mindset of the top 1% of human beings. And I'm not even talking about wealth here. I'm just talking about the top 1% of the most effective, most successful human beings in history, because that is all self-help is. It is just documenting, here's what successful people do. And I will be injecting that into your brain at Jordan Shanks, so make sure that you go sign up for that. And make sure that you go to my show in Sydney, 28th of September to the 1st of October. I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching. I'm pressing the stop button, but the mouse is lagging.